Hey guys, Halford here, and today I've got my predictions for you for WWE Backlash 2016. I figure what better time to start than now for doing these pay-per-view prediction videos because it is the first brand-exclusive pay-per-view in nearly a decade. It's really WWE's chance to prove that they're going to make this new brand split of theirs work. Can they sell big event tickets with only half of the roster present? We're going to find out this Sunday. So at the time of this recording, there have only been 6 matches announced for the card. I imagine that we're going to get, some kind of pre-show, maybe even an impromptu match during the actual show itself, but for now we're just going to call the 6 that have already been announced. So, starting off, we've got the finals of the Tag Team Tournament to crown SmackDown's first ever Tag Team Champions. We've got the newly turned heel Usos against the Hype Bros, with the winner of that going on to face Heath Slater and Rhino. So, after turning heel and sidelining American Alpha from the title tournament, it makes so much more sense for the Usos to win this whole thing, and then have AA come back and chase after the heel champions. I think this Heath Slater angle, it's too hot for them to drop just yet. It's probably the most compelling thing that they've ever done with Heath Slater, and I think, having him chase after that SmackDown contract, I think there's still a little bit more mileage in that. So with that, I've got the Usos beating the Hype Bros in that semifinal match in what I can only assume is going to be a squash, and then going on to beat Heath Slater and Rhino in the finals. It'd be wishful thinking at best that Slater and Rhino are going to win this thing, but the kid in me just really wants Rhino to win another belt while he's back with WWE. So up next we have Dolph Ziggler taking on The Miz for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. I don't know what they did to light a fire under The Miz's ass, but he's been cutting some of the best promos, in years now that he's on SmackDown. After tearing Daniel Bryan a new asshole in that Talking Smack promo, he's got all this momentum behind him, and they're not going to stop that just to, give Dolph Ziggler a title reign, which honestly doesn't even feel like he deserves because there's been no build-up. There's been nothing done that makes me think that he's gonna, walk away with the title. So I've got The Miz winning this one. It just makes me wonder what Ziggler's gonna do next, Are they just gonna keep him on SmackDown to have good matches and then not win, which has kind of been his status quo for quite a while now. This kind of makes me curious as to where he progresses after this, losing a WWE title match and then losing an Intercontinental match 2 pay-per-views back-to-back. Next, we've got Bray Wyatt taking on Randy Orton in a feud that's been built off of 2 promos, maybe? I'm not even sure we should really care about this one, and that's why I think that this isn't going to be the first match that these two have, which is why I have Bray Wyatt beating Orton. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of shenanigans involved. Bray's going to resort to some kind of backwoods voodoo bullshit like he always does to get the win, and then they'll build this up, because I think this feud really has potential for like a really big gimmick match to kind of blow it off. So expect to see these guys have a few more matches after this one, culminating in something at maybe the next SmackDown pay-per-view or even further down the line. Next up, we have the 6-women elimination match for the first ever SmackDown Women's Championship. To my knowledge, it's the first time that they've ever had a 6-woman elimination match, so kudos to WWE for trying something new with their women's division. I'm personally a big fan of elimination matches, so it'll be interesting to see what the women can do with this one. My heart would really love for Becky Lynch to win and kind of just be the culmination of, all of these NXT call-ups, at least on SmackDown. But logically, I think it's going to be Nikki Bella winning this one because reality TV bullshit. Her show Total Divas, it's extremely popular. She's got this new show coming out now, and I think in order to promote that, they're going to put the belt on her. And not only that, but it'll really cement this face turn she's got going. And she's already got a pre-established feud with Carmella that they've just started, so they've already got their next singles feud for the belt ready to go right after that. And finally, we have the WWE World Championship match, AJ Styles taking on Dean Ambrose. So this one was the only match on the card that I really had trouble predicting. You know, despite how lackluster this title run has been, Dean has been, really well protected as champion, made to look strong. He's not losing singles matches on free TV or anything like that. No one kicks out of his finisher. So he's been made to look like a good champion, even if the matches have been, kind of ho-hum at best. I really would like for AJ to win this one. Just because I think he's riding this huge wave of momentum after beating John Cena at SummerSlam, and it would really cement this whole cocky asshole kind of thing he's doing right now, where he's the new face of the company, and that would just be icing on the cake if he was to, he beat John Cena at SummerSlam, and then at the very next show he wins the WWE World Championship. It would just feed into the ego of his character so well. So that's why I would prefer AJ to win. And also because I think the way I've got this predicted now, SmackDown really wants like a big surprise, kind of a big pop to get the crowd fired up, this being their first ever, pay-per-view event where it's just their brand. You want something there to be a big kind of takeaway moment from that, and I don't really see any of the other matches on the card giving us that. So for that reason, I'm going to have AJ Styles beating Dean Ambrose for the title. And here are a few drinking game rules, in case you want to have a couple of beverages while watching this pay-per-view. I know I certainly will. Take one drink every time they say the words WWE Network, SmackDown Live, Backlash, or New Era. Take 2 drinks for every mention of the September 11th attacks. Finish a drink for every surprise return or debut. And finish your drink if they actually let AJ Styles kick out of the Dirty Deeds. So those are my predictions for WWE Backlash 2016. Whether you agree with them or not, I'd love to hear what your predictions are in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. And if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. My name is PK Halford, and I'll see you again soon.